Bonnie Bernstein in our Campus Insiders studios, and there are winds of change swirling through the Lone Star State. Lots of discussion about Texas being on the verge of hiring a coach to replace Rick Barnes on the basketball court. Let's bring in our insider, Ted Emrich, for details. What are you hearing, Ted?
Shaka Smart from VCU, one of the hot names that we had heard rumored for a long time, Bonnie, and it makes sense. Steve Patterson, the athletic director at Texas, the one-man search committee has zeroed in on his guy after initial interest in Villanova's Jay Wright, who turned them down. You know about his resume at VCU, doing more with less. It's amazing that Smart has turned down big offers before, the likes of UCLA and Marquette. But what's telling in this scenario, Bonnie, is that Smart hasn't denied anything. He hasn't talked publicly. And in previous instances, when he's been considered for a job, he's always withdrawn his name. He said, "I'm not interested." You know that there are conversations now going on in the back channels, even if Texas and VCU can both say there haven't been any direct contact between the sides.
Well, you never turn down a conversation with the richest athletics department in the country, but I know you personally feel that Shaka would be a good fit for Texas. Why is that?
I've always wondered, Bonnie, what Shaka could do with a program that has that kind of resources. We know about Havoc. We know about that system, intensity, and full court pressure to the max, like we've seen on display at VCU, carried him to the Final Four in 2011. What can he do with that system at Texas, with the kind of recruits that he can draw to the Longhorns? That's why it's a fit. We always heard under Rick Barnes the last few years, things have gotten stale, they've gotten stagnant. You cannot use that word to describe any program coached by Shaka Smart.
Patterson has had front office jobs with the Rockets, with the Blazers. If he decided to go that route, and he can be a little bit non-traditionalist, who would be a name in that category?
It's kind of a shocker, going from Shaka to shocker, Bonnie. But what about Avery Johnson? That's a name that continues to bob to the surface. He still has ties to the Lone Star State. We know about his run with the Spurs and is the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, still lives here. And would he be a great fit for the college game? We've never seen that, but I think he'd be a great recruiter. What he could do with it, that remains to be seen. But if things do fall through with Shaka Smart, look for Texas to go in that direction.
Shaka Smart from VCU, widely reported to be the next head coach at the University of Texas. Ted Emrich, our Texas Insider. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Be sure to check out Campus Insiders' wall-to-wall coverage of the Final Four. We'll begin broadcasting from Indianapolis on Thursday. We'll have a live show, 4 o'clock Eastern at Cadillac Ranch, right across from the Dome. If you're in town for the Final Four, be sure to join us.